Transmission of I love in one heart. Re-ignition. Re-ignition. I've begun to make you understand that this blue stick is not your land. I find outside the killing scheme.
Good evening. Welcome to Not the Show. I'm Joe.
And I'm Mondo. Did you say you were Joe?
I did. I kind of flew through it, though.
And I'm Mondo.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm having some... There's always technical difficulties whenever we start.
There are. And my video is not working on Ustream. If anybody's watching, they're seeing a frozen picture of me. Probably because Skype...
It's a good picture of you, though. You look busy.
Thank you. It's probably because Skype captured my video, and I don't know how to tell Skype to shut off my video. So that Ustream can then pick it up. But I don't know if it would do that without having to restart Ustream. So perhaps I'll just ignore it. This will be like the first time ever that my video is not working and yours is.
I know. You look like you might be taking a nap. It's like this is live streaming. You're taking a nap, and I'm speaking with you telepathically or something.
Nice.
Yeah, because we live in the fucking future, and we can do that.
So it's been a while. It's been like nearly a month. Already.
Nearly a month.
Yeah.
July 15th was the last show.
Yeah, that's nearly a month.
What the fuck are we, busy?
I guess so.
We must be.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, I was in Florida.
That's right. How was that?
That was all right. You know, I mean, I don't do much when I go to Florida. It's too fucking hot. You can't expect to do stuff in Florida in the summertime, especially if you're not into the beach. Because I am not into the beach. I'm not a beach person.
Right.
Fuck the beach is my thing. I just want to visit. I just want to visit my people, and stay in their air conditioned house. And it's just like, well, do you want to go somewhere? I feel bad. I'm like, don't fucking feel bad. I'm like, it's hotter than fuck out there. It's like I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay in your house.
Yeah, Florida in the summer is rough.
It is. But I wouldn't have gone, but I had to pick up Ange, so Ange is home now.
That's good.
Yep, and my friend Mark was heading down there to visit. I think he kind of had the same opinion I did, except for this is like he chose to go down there. I just chose to hitch a ride. I was gonna fly her back.
Yeah.
But he's just like, well, I'm going to Florida to visit everybody. You want to come? And I was like, well, yeah. I was like, and if I can't come, I'm like, can you bring Angela back? He's like, sure. I said, okay, good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What am I gonna do? We went to a park and I saw an alligator.
Really?
I finally saw an alligator. I've been down to Florida like more times than I care to admit.
In a park?
In a park, yeah. It was like right underneath like this place where families like sit and eat lunch.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane. I got
him to snap at us too because I threw a stick at him.
Cool.
I wasn't trying to hit him. It's like At first, I was throwing him peanuts because he was like kind of like underneath this dock thing that we're on.
Uh huh.
And I'm just like, we can see his head, and I'm like, well, his head's cool, but like, I want to see the rest of him. So everyone's like, well, maybe if you can find like a chicken, you can get him out. And I'm just like, well, I got peanuts. Well, they were cashews, but I was like, can I get him out with cashews? You think? And they were like, no, he's not gonna eat cashews. I'm like, he doesn't fucking need to eat them. So I was like throwing them like ahead of him. So he swam out.
Nice.
And to check out the cashews, and he found out there wasn't nothing he wanted. So when we tried to see him again, though, I didn't have any more cashews, so I threw a stick, and it landed too close to his head, and he was like, he like snapped at it, and like everybody jumped back, like I jumped back too.
Cool.
It's like he'd have to jump like 15 feet to even like come anywhere remotely near us.
Yeah.
And there was no way he was going to do that, but we all shit ourselves. This is because he snapped.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I finally saw a gator.
I saw one today too, but I was at the zoo.
Ah. It's all happening at the zoo.
Yes, it is. Don't believe it's true. Can't believe it's true.
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't. It's Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, it was.
Isn't it?
Yeah, a long time ago. That was an old commercial.
That was me and Julio happening at the zoo.
Yeah. So what else has been going on? Like
Nothing.
4 weeks. I don't even know what I was
What's going on with you?
I don't know. Jen and I went on a short vacation, but
Nice.
that was for our 15th anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. It was nice. I swam in the lake.
Nice.
Yeah. And what else? What else went on? I don't even know. Not much.
You guys saw Joan Jett. You took JoJo to see Joan Jett. I saw that on the Facebook.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
She hates herself for loving you.
I hear that a lot from women.
I don't know what else. I'm looking at my calendar for the past bunch of Sundays, and I don't have anything on my calendar. Whatever happened, it slips my mind. My calendar only shows 2 weeks back stuff that I did though. So.
Well, I think you were doing some entertaining.
Yeah, we had a party, and that was one of those weekends. Wait, is today was 12th?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So nothing. I don't know what went on.
Stuff.
It's just stuff.
And you got stuff going on next weekend, perhaps.
Yeah, we're going away again.
See?
We won't be here next week. I will be in Amish country, so unless they have some kind of butter churn hooked up to a satellite dish to make a satellite internet signal, I'll have no service most likely. So no show from Amish country.
Yeah, they've got internet. It's
I'm
just
sure.
really slow.
It must be, right?
Yeah, no, it's just they got like I understand they're working on like a 100 CPU right now. A CPU standing for a chicken pulley unit. It's just like chickens, and there's like lanterns or like little individual pixels, a giant barn-sized screen.
Nice.
Yeah, because they've got to keep up with like what we're saying about them.
I guess so. We got some kind of a. They gotta have some kind of an idea what's going on.
Because they finally realized that like they thought they were awesome and stuff, and they're like, yeah, no one even fucks with us, man. Occasionally people come to town and fuck with us, and then someone let them know that like on TV and all over the place, we're just like fucking with them constantly. Because what are they gonna do? They're not gonna find out about it.
No, how could they?
Because then they're busted. If it's like, hey man, I heard what you said about me on Not the Show. It's like, oh, how the fuck did you hear Not the Show?
That's right.
You fucking Amish liar.
So I have a correction from the last show.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think this is unprecedented.
Yes, we've never had a correction before.
Oh, nice.
We mentioned that I was going to see Journey in October. And by the way, opening for Journey will be Pat Benatar and Loverboy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sort of. Yeah.
Loverboy who sang, I don't want to work, I just want to bang on this drum all day. I think.
Is that them?
I'm not sure. I know they have one of those songs that they play on Z100 for the 5 o'clock work hour.
Right.
But it might be one of the other ones. Loverboy Band.
That's like Todd Rundgren. That's that guy that like Liv Taylor thought was her father.
Right.
Back when she was like banging Steven Tyler, and then she found out like, oops.
I was wrong. It's Everybody's Working for the Weekend is Loverboy.
Everybody's working for the week. You were close though. It's definitely a weekend song.
It was definitely one of those Friday night after work whistle PLJ songs.
Right.
Anyway, so I had mentioned that Journey has a new singer because the old singer's dead. He is not dead.
He's not dead.
No, my friend Tracy has corrected me.
Oh.
I assumed he's dead because why would he not still be in Journey if he was alive?
Right.
What could he possibly have going on in his life aside from a fantastic mullet that would keep him from wanting to tour with Journey?
That is a fantastic mullet.
It is. And so I have to send out an apology to everyone, including Tracy, for I got a slew of emails correcting me. Actually,
Nice.
I got none, actually. But while she was listening to one of the replays, she messaged me and corrected me.
That he's not. So she knows.
Not dead.
Not dead.
Not dead. Just hanging at home. He's got a hairdresser living with him. He's got one of those things that you put over your head, like a big giant hairdryer thing. That mullet belongs in a museum.
Wow. And so he's not doing anything now.
I guess not. I don't know. I didn't even bother to look it up.
Maybe he'll be in like the next incarnation of Van Halen.
Maybe.
Oh man. Not dead. You know who is dead?
Who?
We might have even mentioned it on the show, I don't know, but Ernest Borgnine.
Yeah, I think we talked about it.
And I was watching something with him the other day, and I was just like, yeah, he's dead. And I was like, I've got to say, probably for the past 20 years, I've been correcting people that he's not dead. It's like become like an instinct. Everyone's like, well, when did Ernest Borgnine die? And I'm like, he didn't die. He's still fucking alive, you asshole.
Flying
Wait,
around
just
in an
because the guy's
Airwolf.
old, but now he's dead. I'm afraid that that's still going to be my standard response, and I'll have to correct myself then. When did he die? He's not fucking dead. Oh, 3 months ago.
He was an Airwolf. Wasn't he an Airwolf?
He was an Airwolf.
I loved Airwolf. Airwolf was so much better than Blue Thunder.
Oh, the TV show, maybe.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah, the TV show.
The helicopter was better.
It was. Maybe that's why I liked it better. It was definitely a cooler helicopter.
It was. I mean, Blue Thunder was like more, I'm going to go out on a limb and say realistic. I mean, it wasn't, but
You're right.
it was just a really cool, potentially real helicopter.
Yeah, it was like
Airwolf was kind of like Kid of the Skies,
It was.
which made it awesome.
I mean, there are helicopters that look like Airwolf. Passenger helicopters sometimes look like that. They're very sleek. But I've never seen like one with machine guns. The ones with machine guns always look like Blue Thunder because they're made for war.
Right.
Anyway,
And they don't have washed up drug addicts flying them.
that's right.
That would be Airwolf. Oh, what was that guy's name? I can't remember his name.
I don't know.
I am totally fucking with him, and I don't even remember his name. He's that guy that, like, every time someone, like, would tell me, oh, that's the guy from Stargate, whose name I also can't remember all of a sudden.
Brooks Botleitner?
No.
No, he wasn't even there. He wasn't either, was he? I don't know
No.
why his name popped into my head.
Who is MacGyver? Is the guy? They keep confusing him with the MacGyver guy, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, the MacGyver guy is fucking awesome. I'm like, the Airwolf guy is like, I mean, he filmed with needles sticking out of his arm. How can you confuse the two?
I just call him MacGyver.
Yeah, I know. MacGyver or Colonel O'Neill from Stargate.
Yeah.
Colonel MacGyver. Oh, boy.
So, also in the last 3 weeks, I guess...
Jan Michael Vincent!
There you
Sorry.
go.
Jan Michael Vincent was the Airwolf guy.
You got it.
Sooner or later, it'll come to me who MacGyver O'Neill is.
So, also while we were away, we had some exciting stuff happen. There was the Olympics.
Yeah, it's still going on.
I think tonight was closing ceremonies, but that happened. Tonight, I may think tonight was at the end.
Tonight, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're still competing at the moment, but
Oh.
I think the closing ceremonies are about to start.
Ah.
I don't think they had started yet because I was over at my mother's house eating pizza,
Mm-hmm.
and she either would have thrown me out or just like demanded that I sit down and shut up
Mm-hmm.
if the closing ceremonies had started.
Okay.
Unless she's not aware of it.
I didn't watch much of it. I saw a couple things. Every time I turned it on, it was goddamn beach volleyball, and it's too cold in fucking England for the girls in bikinis to be in their bikinis. So I didn't really watch much of any. I was like, more beach volleyball, and I would go on to something else. So I didn't watch much of it.
I watched synchronized swimming.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, my mother recorded it, and she made me watch it.
Okay, how was that?
It was all right, I
Swimming.
guess. I mean, It's interesting. Is it a sport? No, I don't think so. It's not. It's not a sport. I'm not even saying it's easy. I'm sure it's like harder than fuck.
Yeah.
I just don't see how it's a sport.
Me either.
It's like
I can't disagree.
I can smile underwater and stand on my head and kick my fucking legs. It's not a sport. Just because I'm doing it with somebody else at the same time, it just means like we practiced a lot. I don't know. Not a sport.
Not a sport. I have to agree. Not a sport. I saw some of the gymnastics. That's always fun.
I do like the gymnastics.
I saw a little bit of swimming. That friggin' tall guy keeps winning a swimming again this year.
Michael Phelps.
Yeah, Phelps won a bunch of medals again. That's all. I saw the opening ceremonies. That was kind of odd and wacky.
I heard it was wacky. I did not watch it, but I did hear it was wacky.
Yeah, we watched it. It was kind of, it was different than Beijing. Beijing was very Asian and pretty, and this was the history of England. Basically, it was a giant field that looked like Gandalf should be walking out of a building, and then like smokestacks came up out of the ground, and it was the Industrial Revolution, and it really went through the history of England. Like, it was very English.
Yeah, no Doctor Who.
No, although one of the teams in tribute to Doctor Who came dressed as the second Doctor.
Nice.
Yeah. During their walk-in with their flag and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I mean, I watched Doctor Who, and the Doctor lit the Olympic torch in 2012. I saw that fucking happen.
They really should have done that.
They should have done that.
I think they let Matt Smith carry the torch through Cardiff when it was going through Cardiff. But
they did, yeah.
But that was the extent of the.
I mean, and I know the torch is usually lit by someone from that country who's an Olympic star previously.
Yeah.
They could have dressed that motherfucker up like David Tennant.
It could have. I think it was lit by 7 different people at the same time this year. They all lit these individual torches and all around in a circle, and then the torches kind of rose up and met in the middle that lit a big torch.
That's where they dropped the fucking ball. They could have dressed 11 people up like the 11 fucking doctors and had all 11 of them light that fucking torch. That would have been. I would have moved to fucking England.
Yeah, that would have been pretty awesome.
I would have been like, you guys rock. I'm on my way.
So that was the Olympics.
What about that motherfucker that ran on a broken leg? I don't remember his name.
On a fake leg.
No, broken leg.
Broken leg? I don't know the broken leg story. I know the fake leg guy.
One of the relay racers, he slowed down. He was in a lot of pain and he kind of slowed down. And everybody on Twitter was just like, man, that guy's a fucking punk. He's a big pussy. He couldn't fucking run. And he said later, it's he heard something snap. It's his leg was kind of bothering him. And as he was running his ass off, he heard something snap. And it's man, anyone we know would have just laid down on the fucking track and been like, oh, my fucking leg. Motherfucker ran another 100 meters or whatever the fuck it was, and people giving him shit on Twitter.
Wow. I didn't hear that story.
Yeah, broke his leg, kept running.
That's pretty insane. I did hear about the guy who cheated because he had 2 fake legs. That's cheating, isn't it?
It kind of is.
There's got springs in those things, and it was those. It wasn't. They don't look like real legs. They look like little stilt springs in them.
Right.
You put sneakers on the bottom, and who's to say they can't run faster than you could if you had real legs?
Exactly. Everybody says, oh, well, he's handicapped.
He's got no legs.
He's not handicapped. He's a fucking cyborg.
He's got bionics.
Exactly. And that we would not allow cyborgs to compete in the Olympics against regular human beings.
That's right. They have to have their own.
Rock on him. Adversity. That's awesome. But yeah, I got to say, with today's... He wasn't running on pegs.
No.
He wasn't wheeling a little skateboard.
No.
Motherfucker has bionic legs. He's a cyborg.
I think because he didn't win, all the people that were protesting the fact that he was allowed were just like, oh, well, okay, we can ignore it now.
He threw the race. The other cyborgs were like, dude, you can't fucking do this. They will rise up. We're not ready.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Oh, boy.
Also this month, we had we had a spaceship go to Mars, fly down into the atmosphere, and then lower on cables a Volkswagen, and then fly off and crash. Craziest mission to Mars I've ever heard of. It was awesome. I was like, there's no chance this is going to work.
I know. I was like, what a bad fucking idea.
How many possible steps could we go through to get a car onto Mars and make it as complicated as possible? But it worked.
I was like, I thought we had solved our whole fucking Mars problem with that big like beach ball that we drop shit in.
Yeah.
This just seemed like unnecessarily like complicated, and it just seemed like a really bad idea, and I was wrong.
Yeah, the dude who designed it said it was the rover was too heavy for the bouncing ball thing, and then once it lands, they have to retract the deflated balls, and it wasn't going to be enough room to deflate the things back into the ship somehow, or there was too much chance of them bunching up and getting stuck, and then the rover wouldn't be able to drive off the top of the thingy. So yeah, so they used the sky crane. It kind of looked like a it starts off looking like a capsule, like one of the Apollo capsules, but then all the whole thing falls apart, and there's like a platform that they call the sky crane, and it just kind of flew down on some rockets, and when it got a bunch of feet off the ground, it lowered the fucking thing down into the ground, cut the cables, and flew away to crash and not be in the way. That was awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
That's like,
I didn't pay attention live, but I listened to like a replay the next day, and it was one of those moments in space that you feel good about your country and that we're still doing some kind of exploration, or at least, I mean, if we're not going to do manned missions, at least this is like still awesome. I mean, it doesn't make you feel, manned missions always make you feel like, you know, this sense of accomplishment, but this was close. Robots are probably more adaptable than people on other planets for this sort of stuff. So I guess it's not as fun as sending a dude, but sending a guy is complicated. So
yeah, you know, and he might not come back.
Yeah, it's very true. That's a very big risk.
I mean, because like half the shit we send to Mars, like, you know, I don't have actual numbers here, but I think a quarter of the shit we've tried to send to Mars, like as a species, has not left the planet.
Yeah, I thought it was closer to 50%. I thought you were right the first time, actually. A lot of stuff we sent up there just didn't work. It's
yeah,
like,
it just doesn't even get off Earth.
It's like, oh well, $2 billion down the drain.
Right. And then half the other stuff that actually gets off Earth, like, makes it to Mars and just doesn't land. It just vanishes.
Yep.
And I always wonder, I'm always just like, oh, another fucking Martian probe vanished. Like, what do you mean it vanished? That says to me that something's going on. But...
yeah, I don't know. This was cool, though. We already saw some colorful photos. Not only did it land, but, like, it extended its arm and started taking some panoramic shots. And the thing's got laser beams on it that will, like, vaporize the rocks and learn the molecular elements of the rocks as it vaporizes them with lasers. Neat stuff.
It will kill Martians.
That would be awesome. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I felt good about it. I'm following the Curiosity rover on Twitter. He tweets. The thing tweets.
I know. You know, I keep meaning to do that. I've actually been kind of like off Twitter lately. I kept meaning to go back on and like follow Curiosity. I still haven't.
Yeah, I saw you on Facebook a bunch recently. I was like, wait, he's playing games on Facebook, and he's actually on Facebook. I was like, something's wrong here. The guy needs a job.
Exactly. Exactly. I need a fucking job. I'm playing that fucking like monkey bubble game.
I don't even know it. I don't play
Song Pop. I like.
So yeah.
But I've been playing Castleville. I mean, this is the point where, like, you know, where someone just needs to come and just like cut my fucking balls off or something. I'm playing Castleville, and I'm very concerned about the state of my kingdom. What the fuck?
But you've been writing and editing as well, so that's good too.
I have been.
That's good.
But still, Castleville, really? Like, yeah, I'm one of those people who's hanging out on Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, I have a lot of friends who do that. I mean, they're on the Facebook and they're playing the games and stuff. You know, and I'm just like, all right, you know, Castleville. Like, let me look at this.
I stopped playing.
Because, you know, I play D&D and shit. So, you know, I saw Castleville and I was like, well, how lame is this going to be?
Yeah.
And it's pretty lame, but, you know, who's fucking playing it every day? I am. The fuck.
I did see. I did stop playing Song Pop.
Did you?
Yeah, I felt a lot of pressure. You know, you're gonna rush. It's like listen so closely and then rushed hit the button, and then sometimes I'd screw up. I'd know the answer, but I hit the wrong button anyway, and I'd be frustrated with myself. I was like, you know what, this is stressing me out. What the hell am I playing this game for if it's aggravating me?
I hear you. That's why I stopped playing Words with Friends.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like the necessary pressure thing, but it's like everybody I know. It's like, I mean, I understand, like, you're trying to win the game. You're trying to come up with, like, awesome words and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I'm just not competitive like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I see, like, the word tree, and I'm just like, oh, shit, tree. Yeah, all right. I throw it up there. And then everybody's coming back at me with, like, you know, like 30-letter words, and I'm like, you can only use 7. How the fuck did you do that? And it's like, you know, and you got, like, 2 triple word scores and, like, all these double letters, and it's like, really? It's like, you're just trying too hard. I don't want to try, like, go you, but I'm just not trying that hard, and so I felt pressured to try harder, and I was just like, I don't need to fucking play at all. I got Castleville.
That's how I felt about it too. I gave up on Song Pop and Words with Friends both. I haven't been playing any of those games. I've been reading a bunch more though. When I don't have those games to play, I read more.
See, reading is good.
Yeah, I read the first book in the Assassin's Apprentice series, and I read a handful of stuff.
I like reading.
Yeah, me too.
See, that's what I should do when I'm done writing for a little while. I'm taking a little break. I mean, what I've been doing is going to Castleville. Maybe what I need to do is I need to get myself a chair that reclines and just have a good book like on my desk.
Have you read Wind Through the Keyhole?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you don't have to give me your full review on this show, but you can tell me if you liked it.
I did. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, me too. Got to meet Merlin. That was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to talking about it in detail on Discordia 19.
Yeah, we'll do that soon.
At discordia19.com, folks.
Yeah, maybe you can even write a review if you feel like writing it.
You know, I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking I should probably write a review of that.
Good.
I also want to write a review of Carrie.
Cool.
Because I just recently also finished rereading Carrie.
Did you reread it in anticipation of the new film?
No, I reread it because it was on my bookshelf.
Mm-hmm.
It was visible to me.
Okay.
And we've been talking about it a lot on Discordia. We
Yeah.
talk about Carrie a lot.
Because there was the musical for a while there, and now they're talking
Right.
about, now they're already shooting the reboot with Chloe Moretz, who is Hit Girl from the Hit Girl comic book movies.
And she's got one of those cute Hollywood names that, like, you know, the paparazzi or Entertainment Weekly slap on everybody. I heard her for the first time the other day. She's Clomo. Oh. Poor, thank God I'm not in Hollywood. But, yeah, I was walking past my bookshelf, heading outside to smoke a cigarette, and, you know, it was right there on my bookshelf, and I was like, you know, we've been talking about it an awful lot lately. I said, I'm going to reread it.
Cool.
Yeah, so I snatched it up, I reread it, and I'm probably going to move on to maybe Salem's Lot next. I don't know.
Awesome.
I might
I've been
reread
tempted.
them all in order.
Yeah, I've been tempted to do that before. Just start at the beginning and reread them straight all the way through. There's like, 56 books and 56 books and compilations.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
That's a long list. Speaking of which, King has a new book coming out this month, a short book written by him and that other guy that also likes baseball. He wrote a book called Faithful with him recently about the Boston Red Sox defeating the Yankees that year.
Dean Koontz?
No. I didn't read it. It's probably the only Stephen King book I haven't read because it's about the Red Sox, and I'm not interested in the year that the Red Sox beat the Yankees. It was called Faithful. Stuart Onan, I think his name is. But he's doing another baseball book called The Face in the Crowd. A Face in the Crowd. It's going to only be available as an ebook and an audiobook. No hard book at all. No physical book at all. It's coming out August 20th, I want to say. I didn't look it up, but I think August 20th. And it's about old guy who's watching TV, watching some team that he likes, and he sees someone in the crowd behind home plate that shouldn't be there, shouldn't be there. And every game he watches, he keeps seeing someone behind home plate that shouldn't be around until finally he sees someone so personal to himself that he has to do something about it or figure it out. So it sounds interesting. Baseball, but supernatural as well.
Cool.
Yeah. That's coming out soon.
So do you think he's only doing that as an ebook, like to counteract what he's doing with that other crime novel?
I don't know.
Where he's not releasing it as an ebook?
Right, the one about amusement park, horror, some kind of horror story at amusement park.
Right.
Joyride. Joyride? I think Joyride. I don't know. That one's only coming out as a book, right? So I don't know. You know, he's always been open to trying everything. So
yeah,
it's kind of cool. Maybe we should take a break now, and we will talk about the news. So we caught up on life. We'll take our break, and we'll start with get a handful of stories, some movie stuff and TV stuff.
Cool.
And we have a trailer for the new Wachowski brothers movie called.
They're not really Wachowski brothers anymore, are they?
I don't know.
It's like a Wachowski siblings. Didn't one of them just recently become a woman?
I'm not sure.
I think one of them finally became a woman or something.
Nice.
I'm going to look that up during the break.
All right. So we're going to watch the trailer for Cloud Atlas when we talk about movies. And it's a 6-minute trailer, so that's a big one. But it's going to be a huge movie, you know, Tom Hanks and shit. So you put Tom Hanks in anything, and you know it's going to be huge.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll be right back.
Kevlar on wrong. I guarantee you'll meet up at the suicide bomb. Hell broke loose. Hell broke loose. Big fucking ditches in the middle of the road. You pay $100 just for filling in the hole. Listen to the general every goddamn word. How many ways can you polish up a turd? And left, right, left, right, left, right. Hell broke loose. Hell broke loose. Hell broke loose. How is it that the only ones responsible for making this mess got the sorry ass stapled to a goddamn desk? And hell broke loose. Hell broke loose. Left, right, left. What did you do before the war? I was a chef. I was a chef. And what was your name? It was Jeff. Jeff. I lost my buddy and I wept. I come down from the meth, so I slept. I had a good home, but I left. Pants did the wind for a joke. In with the dope. Glanced at her shins, she said nope. Left, right, left. Nimrod, bodfish, have you any wool? Get me another body bag, the body bag's full. And my face was scorched. I miss my home, I miss my porch. Left, right, left. Can I go home in March? My stance was a chin full of soap. That rancid dinner with the Pope. And left, right, left. Cali Priscilla got his thumbs blown off. Sergio's developing a real bad cough. Sergio's developing a real bad cough. And hell broke loose. Hell broke loose. Hell broke loose. His head away and boom went Valerie. Oh, what the hell was it that the president said? Give them all a beautiful parade instead. And left, right, left. Well, I was over here and never got to vote. I left my arm in my coat. My mom, she died and never wrote. He sat by the fire, need a coat. Just before he died, he had a toke.
There's the television. All right there. All right there. Look, listen, Neil, pray. Commercials.
Here is some money. Take him to the movies or something.
And we're back.
We're back.
We played both the TV and the movie drop because we're going to talk about movies and TV now, I think.
Nice.
Maybe even some technology. I got a Nexus 7.
You did get the Nexus 7. How do you like it?
I sold my Kindle Fire. It's much better than Kindle Fire. I still don't quite get the whole Android thing. I like my iPhone and my iPad, so it's similar, and it just some of the apps that I like a lot I can't get, and that bugs me. I like the 7-inch size. It's good for it's really good for reading on. Not quite as good as web pages. Web pages really deserve the more space that I get on my iPad.
Right.
I don't understand the widgets thing. I mean, maybe there are useful widgets out there that I haven't figured out yet. I mean, I don't have enough stuff on my calendar to need a calendar widget, or I don't get enough email to need an email widget. So I think that's the problem I'm having with it is there's all these screens for widgets, and I'm like, I don't want that. I just want a list of my apps, which is what I get on my iPhone, right? Because I'm so used to it, I suppose. On my screen I put like a Twitter widget, which I never look at because I really want to look at my whole feed and 30 or 50 tweets at a time I want to see, because that'll check every couple hours and I'll want to see 50 tweets, not just the last one or two that's in my feed. And so I can tweet from there, from that front screen, which is fine, but I can do that with my iPhone and my iPad. I can tweet from the main screen. Same thing as Facebook. I can Facebook from the main screen. I don't know. The new thing with Jelly Bean that stalks me automatically, and I could pull up from the bottom of the screen, and it tells me, I see that you're at the printing shop. Your commute home will be this amount of time because I know where you are, I know where you live, and I know when you leave. It'll tell me the weather for the next day. It'll tell me, I know you search for Yankees once in a while on Google, so this is last night's Yankee score. This is what time the game will be on today. I mean, all that kind of stalkery stuff that some people think is invasive, privacy breaker. I don't mind the privacy stuff, but it's only moderately useful to me. I just don't need it. Maybe some business people need more information easily fed to them than I do. I'm a regular person. I'm not a businessman, and I'm not a tech journalist. These people that I read about. I don't know. It's okay. I'll probably sell it if the iPad Mini comes out when they announce the iPhone 5. I'll probably sell it for an iPad Mini. I'm also thousands of dollars worth of app into the iTunes ecosystem, right? So, a lot of stuff on Android is free, which is good. So I was able to get a lot of stuff that I find free versions on Android of stuff that I already have or similar enough, like SMS readers and things like that. But I've bought so many apps for it that if I had an iPad Mini, I could have all my apps again, the apps that I know and love for years on my, I gave it a shot, right? I wanted to see what actual Android was because my
no one can say you didn't try.
Right. I mean, I'm not one of those people that just because I love Apple means I have to hate everything else. This is not a sports team. This isn't this isn't a political party that you have to choose one or the other. You can't ever be in the middle. I gave it a shot, and I kind of dig it. I let Jen read a book on it recently while we went on vacation. I had my iPad. She used the Nexus 7. She read a book. The Kindle app is okay. It's all right. It didn't thrill me. I do like the 7.
I finally got ice cream sandwich on my phone.
Well, that's good. It's about time. There's like ice cream sandwich been out a year and a month or two, and it's on like 10% of devices. That's like woohoo! Jelly Bean is out for a month already.
Yeah, I know. It was kind of like a bummer. I'm just like, well, I want a Jelly Bean. Why can't we skip?
I suppose you could root it and sideload it in if you really wanted to.
I could. Not that important to me. It's like one of those things that I'd like, but I don't need.
Yeah, but Jelly Bean is better. From what I understand, starting at Jelly Bean is when things really started getting, really nicer. Smoother scrolling. Things made a lot of sense. Notifications were great. Things like that. And I mean, it's hard to tell, I suppose, because we have HTC.
Yeah.
Is that TouchWiz? or what's the skin that HTC puts on everything?
Sense.
Sense. So, it's hard to tell because HTC covers things up with their own shit. So, sometimes HTC will have fixed some of the problems in the old ones that just so like sometimes you'll find that a feature that came out in Ice Cream Sandwich was already available through Sense on a Samsung device or through whatever TouchWiz on a Motorola device or however that works. So
right,
some of those things you don't even notice the difference. But anyway, that's good.
Yeah, I'm thrilled.
Good. There's other tech news, but we'll skip it. There's all kinds of iPhone rumors. We don't need to talk about it. When the iPhone comes out, we'll talk about the iPhone. Let's go into our favorite stuff, and that's movies and TV.
Yeah.
What do you want first, TV or movies?
Well, if we talk movies, I mean, I can let you know that Larry Wachowski is now Lana Wachowski.
Wow.
Yeah. Recently finalized that. So, the gender transition, completed gender transition after Speed Racer in 2008.
Movie was so bad, that movie was so bad that it forced him to change his whole gender, not just quit the business?
I guess so.
I didn't hate that movie, actually. It was okay.
I still haven't seen it. I had a feeling it would be okay.
Yeah, it was okay. It was like watching a cartoon almost.
Yeah, I felt like it would be fun. Like I'm not gonna think it. I still haven't seen it, but I wasn't gonna go into it thinking potential Oscar winner. I was thinking I'd probably have some fun if I went to go see that, if I ate some popcorn and and just tried to enjoy a movie.
Yeah, it was fun. So let's keep talking about movies. Joss Whedon has signed on with Marvel and whoever on Disney, that he will write and direct Avengers 2, as well as signed an exclusive deal with Marvel for film and television through the end of 2015. Not just the Avengers 2, but he has a bunch of other stuff. TV stuff. I don't know.
Yeah,
a live-action TV
thing
series.
Is supposed to be some sort of S.H.I.E.L.D. thing.
Yeah, a live-action TV series involving Marvel characters. He said it may be the Avengers-themed drama Marvel and AVC already have in the works, but they didn't specify.
Interesting. So, I gotta say, Avengers 2 isn't gonna suck.
Yeah, I think if you like Avengers 1, Avengers 2 will probably be just as much fun and good, if not better.
Because, Joss Whedon.
He's awesome. He is.
He hasn't done me wrong yet.
Except in the summer movie game where he did you very wrong with the Cabin in the Woods.
That's okay.
He totally screwed you over, even though it was a great movie.
No, that was America screwed me over by not going to see it.
That's right.
Fuck you, America. Should have gone to see it.
They definitely should have.
How was its foreign gross?
We could talk about that before we go into before we go to TV. We'll briefly talk about the summer movie game. You and Jen are neck and neck.
We are. We
can talk about it now. I updated as we were going into the show today. So all of the Dark Knight Rises numbers are in there now, and the two of you are Jen is at $2.6 billion, and you are at $2.1 billion. And I'm pretty sure Paranorman's going to be a bigger movie than Sparkle. Yeah. But I don't know if you'll make enough to top her.
I want to blame. I want to blame. Terrible things happening in Aurora, Colorado, and in Ohio.
Yeah, there was that.
But I'm not gonna play that blame game. But
I think more likely you could blame the fact that Avengers is a friendlier movie towards women and children than Dark Knight is. So I think Avengers had a much broader audience, even though it was untested, and even though Dark Knight, everyone was anticipating Dark Knight, I still think that chicks not nearly as much dig Dark Knight compared to something like the Avengers. It was happy, friendly. The superheroes are likable, whereas Dark Knight is dark.
That's I've got to say part of me that's losing the game here wants to disagree and say that Dark Knight was awesome, but like I said before on the show too, it's like secretly kind of hoped that Dark Knight wouldn't do as well as Avengers, because I'm a Marvel guy.
Did you see Dark Knight?
I did.
Yeah, me too.
I did. I liked it a lot. I thought Dark Knight was fantastic.
I had one issue with it.
What was that?
Where was that jail that he was in when his back was broke? Was it in the desert somewhere? They showed him crawling out of the hole. It looked like a desert. How did he get back to Gotham so fast? Was it near Gotham? Where was that?
I don't know. I mean, I figure. I don't know, man.
Neither do I.
I would have fucking commercials. I would have said just immediately, well, he's Bruce Wayne. He would have called Alfred, and Alfred would have busted out with the bat jet and picked him up. But he was poor.
Yep.
And Alfred had already split.
Very true.
So yeah, I don't know how he got back from the desert, but
or wherever that was.
Yeah, maybe it was nearby. Who knows?
It could have been. There's a prison full of mysterious, shady people down in a pit, just hanging out near Gotham City, near one of the biggest cities in the country.
Maybe.
Biggest imaginary cities in the country.
New York City.
It's supposed to be, right?
Well, it's not really.
I know.
But I think this is I don't think they used New York as a potential backdrop in the last two. I'd have to look again. But this was definitely New York City.
It looked like it.
In this one.
Bridges. We saw a lot of the bridges and stuff. So.
The bridges, right?
Yep.
Not just like a bunch of bridges, but there was definitely the Brooklyn Bridge, definitely the Manhattan Bridge.
I agree.
So somehow it moved to New York, and we're nowhere near a desert.
No, there's no desert here. So my only hope is that Expendables. My only hope to come in third instead of last is that Expendables does really well, which I think it will do well. I need to beat Adam. I need 250 million or $300 million. But so I'm not sure that Expendables 2 is going to make $300 million. But I have hope.
Yeah, and the campaign's still making money. I mean, that's a recent release.
It is. It is. It's only been out a couple of days. 27 million opening weekend and domestic. There's no foreign totals for that yet. So maybe it's only been out a couple of days. That means that it's not even real numbers yet. It's made up numbers.
Right.
Same thing for probably the same. Oh, Total Recall's been out long enough that there's couple numbers in there. I didn't see that yet. Did you go see Total Recall?
No.
Me either. Dan Aykroyd says that Ghostbusters 3 is happening and Bill Murray will not be in it.
Oh.
Yeah. He will officially not be involved. Peter Venkman has left the building. They've got a brilliant new writer. They'll be passing the torch on to a new generation. Does that mean there's going to be new Ghostbusters and they're going to be their mentors?
Yes.
We're working on it to make it just right to satisfy our fans. We'll be in production next year. Got the studio on our side. And it's sad. Ghostbusters 3 can be a successful movie without Bill. My preference would have been to have him involved, but he doesn't seem to be coming and we have to move on. It's time to make the third one.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I love Bill Murray and I love Dr. Peter Venkman, but I don't think his presence in the movie will make or break it.
I agree.
Now, what about Sigourney Weaver?
I think everyone else was able to come. I don't know. They don't mention her.
Because I'm thinking they got to pass the torch on to little Oscar, the baby.
Yeah, maybe he'll be there.
He's got to be a Ghostbuster.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Also, going ahead is Prometheus 2. The original made decent money, so Holy Space Jesus will be back. Michael Fassbender and Noomi Rapace are signed on to do the next one. New writers. No, I think the new rumor was that Damon Lindelof might not be available, it says here. I'm not sure if I read somewhere else that he had signed on to do it, but
I thought I had read somewhere, I can't remember where, but I thought I had read that he had signed on.
Right,
I could be wrong.
Ridley is definitely involved. They're not going to rush it, and it will be in 2014 or 15, the sequel.
Now, they're going to need a whole new cast. If they do this right, they're going to need a whole new cast.
Yeah, it's going to be very different, I think.
Because David and Dragon Tattoo Girl, They need to die within like a minute of that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, because they made the stupid choice of like finding out that this crazy dangerous alien species wants you dead. So what are you gonna do? Like you and a robot head are gonna go ask them why? You're gonna die 5 minutes into the movie, and the rest of the movie should be all. I mean, I like them. I don't want them to die, but that's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, I suppose I see where you're.
They should get killed immediately, and the rest of the movie should be the Colonial Marines. Kicking ass.
I rewatched that recently. That's such a
Movie's awesome.
Such a great movie. I don't think I have anything else. New movie. Oh, the Hobbit. The Hobbit has been confirmed that Peter Jackson is turning it into 3 movies instead of 2.
Yay.
It makes you say, why? What's the point? But the way he explained it sort of makes sense, right? If you think about the original story, Gandalf pops in and out, right? He goes off and does other business, and Bilbo goes along with the dwarves, and they do their thing without Gandalf around. If you read the appendixes in the back of the Lord of the Rings books, Gandalf goes off and does all sorts of stuff, right? He meets with the White Council during the mission to get the dwarves' gold, and he there's a big battle where Galadriel fights, and there's like orcs and werewolves and giant spiders. I'm looking at an article from IO9 about things that will probably end up in the movies now that they're spreading it out to 3.
Right.
One is Gandalf and the White Council. They talk about they don't know who the real big bad guy is yet, so they don't know who Sauron is yet. So they have meetings and stuff, and Battle of Dol Guldur. That's the one with Galadriel and a magical battle. They said that Legolas's backstory will be there. His dad appears in The Hobbit, and the Mirkwood elves are a big part of the journey to the Lonely Mountain. And we get to see why he was so involved in the Fellowship of the Ring series, because of his father's attachment to the stuff that happened to Bilbo.
Right.
There'll be a Gandalf versus Thrain fight. Thrain is Thorin Oakenshield's dad. They've even seen a scene in the some of the trailers that have been out that looks like it may actually have already been shot. That scene. The story of not sure that the story of Smaug will be there, but the story of Smaug is written in one of the books. There'll be new characters. There's new characters that is not even in the book.
That's nothing new.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you got to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
There'll be a general dwarf fleshing out more than in the books, and some big, beautiful battles they'll get to spend more time on. I get it. I don't mind. I like the fact they're going to put all this stuff back in. It makes the story fuller. It ties The Hobbit in with The Lord of the Rings a bit more. The Hobbit was always kind of a slower story with less going on, more for kids. The Lord of the Rings was much more serious and dark. And maybe this will bring them closer to being a one unified 6-movie film.
Right.
I also read that the 48 frame per minute version will only be shown in select cities. Everyone else is going to get a standard 24 frames per second cut of it at their theater. So when it comes out, check your local theaters and try and see it the way it was originally shot, which should be pretty fantastic and never before seen.
Anyone who bitched about it's only getting the
That's right.
the slower one.
Those douches. Let's watch this trailer before we move over to TV land. There's a big budget sci-fi thing coming out from the Wachowskis. And I haven't watched the trailer yet. It's 5 minutes long, so if it gets boring, I'll cut it off.
The Wachowski siblings.
Here we go. No commercial. Except for the Bourne Legacy up on
Friday
top
the
there.
15th, we made sail with the morning
I thought this
tide.
was a sci-fi.
I had been quarantined to a storeroom away from the other passengers and crew. All I want to do now is return home.
My dear Sixsmith, I am in desperate need of your help. I got hooked on a journal written in 1849 by a dying lawyer during a voyage from a Pacific isle to San Francisco. half the book is missing. It's completely killing me. A half-finished book is, after all, a half-finished love affair.
What are you reading?
Old letters.
Why do you keep reading them?
I don't know. Just trying to understand why we keep making the same mistakes over and over.
Our lives and our choices, each encounter,
Louisa Ray, Spyglass Magazine.
right, suggests a new potential direction.
That's it. The music from my dream.
I call it the Cloud Atlas Sextet.
At home.
Movements I wrote imagining us meeting again and again in different lives, in different ages.
What are you doing in here?
We cross and recross our old tracks like figure skaters. The love of my life, what had happened to her?
I can't explain it. But I knew when I opened that door.
I heard it in a dream. I was in a nightmarish cafe. Blaring bright lights. Underground and no way out. And the waitresses, they all had the same face.
Welcome to Pop Songs.
No reason to hide. I know you are Sonmi 451.
Yesterday, my life was headed in one direction. Today, it is headed in another. You ever think the universe was against you?
What the fuck?
Where's our money?
The law says.
Law! Fear, belief, love. Phenomena that determine the course of our lives. These forces begin long before we are born and continue after we perish.
Our lives are not our own. We are bound to others, past and present. And by each crime and every kindness, we birth our future.
I have begun to fear I may never hold my beloved Tilda in my arms again.
The problem you create is a political one.
Yesterday, I believed I would never have done what I did today. I feel like something important has happened to me. Is this possible? I just met her, and yet I have fallen in love with Louisa Ray.
Saving me twice, Henry.
You fall, I'll catch you.
There is a natural order to this world, and those who try to upend it do not fare well.
I believe there is another world waiting for us, Sixsmith. A better world. And I'll be waiting for you there.
You know, not only do we have Hugo Weaving in that,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson, Elrond, but Keith David.
Yeah, I saw.
I love him. That looks good.
It does. It looks different and kind of original.
You know, and I was wondering as I was watching that trailer. That was a long trailer.
Yeah.
So I had time to think. Aside from romances, which I'm not going to count for or against. I mean, has Tom Hanks like made a bad movie lately?
I can't think of any. I mean, the only one I haven't seen was the one, Lady Birds, the one where they break into a bank through the basement of an old lady's house.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I haven't
forgot
seen that
movie
either.
existed.
I've seen it. I think I've seen the rest.
It looks really good. I'm looking forward to
I
seeing it.
think I'm going to read the book. I have it. I have the ebook. I think I'm going to read the book and see what it's like for before the movie.
Yeah, I may read the book as well.
Yeah.
Just because I like doing that, but
yeah, that looks good. So I'll have to check that out. We'll keep talking about it. Time to move on for TV. The CW will be airing Joss Whedon's Dr. Horrible sing-along sequels, and the original.
Now I knew they were doing the original, but so they're gonna do the sequels as well.
Maybe I'm reading that wrong. Final three. No, television debut on the CW. Yeah, it's just the originals.
Okay,
that's pretty cool. About time they get out there into the world, other than on online. I think it's kind of cool.
That's a lot of fun. If there's anyone out there that has not watched Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog yet,
that's good
what
stuff.
the fuck are you waiting for? I guarantee you, if you're listening to the show, you're gonna like it. Go fucking watch it.
Looks like there's going to be a whole plethora of 50th anniversary specials for the Doctor Who 50th anniversary.
Nice.
He referred to Moffat's first anniversary episode, which seems like there's going to be several. Multiple 50th anniversary specials. Doctor Who docudrama. And yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, really, what does Matt Smith know?
That's true. He doesn't know anything. Fuck him. Let's move on.
Now, I've heard there's going to be a like a TARDIS origin, like the origin of the Doctor's TARDIS.
Cool.
And I've also heard rumors that Christopher Eccleston, who played the Ninth Doctor, the first in the reboot, it may possibly come back.
Yeah, he seemed so against it for a while. He was talking like, "I don't go backward. I don't step backwards," things like that. But
I don't bathe twice. Or something.
I think
I don't bathe in the same river twice.
Yeah, I think they're persuading him that it's just a special.
It's not. I
it's
won't
not
bathe
going
twice.
backwards.
I've bathed once. It sounds nothing like him, but I don't bathe.
Josh
I
Jackson.
know that they did get the fourth Doctor, Tom Baker. I know that he said he was down.
Awesome.
As long as he's still alive.
Is he in danger of not being alive?
Well, I mean, yeah, he's old. I mean, we still got like another year or so. At least half a year before we start seeing things. So if they want Tom Baker, they gotta hope he lives another 6 months or so. Unless they're working on it now.
Josh Jackson says Fringe Season 5 is going to be a big family reunion, whatever that means. It takes on a slightly different flavor than I think you'd anticipate. It happens quite quickly off the top of the season, and it's as emotional as you would imagine. Maybe he's talking about a family reunion with his own daughter in those future scenes.
Yeah, I suppose, because I was going to say, is like, none of these characters have been separated from each other for more than like a minute.
Yeah, so
it's hard to reunite with someone you're fucking attached to the hip to.
Yeah, so there's a lot that we don't know what's going to happen, but I'm excited about it.
So am I. It's gonna be really good. It's all taking place in that future that we saw at the end of episode 19.
I think so.
Or
and
the entirety of
possibly,
episode 19.
Possibly a couple of episodes in the current time about how they invaded and how they ended up in Amber. That would be a step back from that future also a bit. So, Being Human, I didn't watch. I have this season like 6 episodes still that I haven't watched, and they're already talking about season 3. Major changes, major consequences. A year and a half after the last season.
You're talking about the American one.
I am.
The Siffy one. Which I liked this past season.
Did you?
You haven't finished it?
No, I still have like 5 episodes behind on my TV.
Oh my
that I haven't
goodness.
had time to watch. I just, there's always something else on. So. Here's an interesting one. Brian Fuller is doing a Pushing Daisies project. Do you remember Pushing Daisies?
I love Pushing Daisies.
Me too. He says, we're working on something that's definitely a Pushing Daisies revival, and the idea would be to have as many cast members as we can to participate in it. He said it might be, they're saying it might be a Broadway show, it might be, that's it, maybe a movie. Is there another medium you think you should exploit? A web series? It doesn't say much, it just says that something's going to happen. I like that something's going to happen.
Me too. That was a great series.
It was a lot of fun.
I saw him recently on an episode of Law and Order where he was a scumbag.
Cool.
Everybody has been on an episode of Law and Order as a scumbag, and it always makes me sad when I see them. I'm like, oh, is that the pie maker? And everyone's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, he raped that girl and killed her with a screwdriver. I'm like, that's no good. He's the pie maker. Oh.
The last thing I have this week is someone made a 7-foot-long Lego model of Serenity made of 70,000 bricks. It's 135 pounds. Took 475 hours to complete. You lift off the top, and there are the compartments are there. The dining room, the control room. It's got 5 rooms that are inside, and all you have to do is you just open the lid and you can see them. The cargo hold. The thing is freaking awesome.
Yeah, that thing looked awesome. I meant to show it to my niece. She's really into Legos and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool. The Bronx Zoo has a whole like walk-through safari where all the animals are made of Lego. There was a Lego tiger. There were Lego flamingos. There was a Lego monkey.
I was kind of hoping you were going to tell me that they had like a giant set of like Serenity and like they had animals dressed up like the characters.
No.
I don't know why I would have thought that that's where you were going because that would just be insane, but I really thought you were going there.
Nope.
That would be awesome.
It was cool anyway.
People make a lot of weird shit out of Legos.
They do.
Very cool.
They do. But yeah, it was cool. Jojo liked the Legos. Jojo was like, Legos! And I was like, yeah, there's real animals here, you know. He's like, I know. Alphas and Warehouse 13 came back. I've been watching both.
Yeah, I've been enjoying the new season of Alphas.
Yep. That new little girl, she's going to be a regular. I think she's going to join the team.
Yeah, I hope so. She's pretty cool.
She doesn't remember anything that happened a month before, but she can absorb things like when you plug into the Matrix.
Right.
Awesome.
She can just like watch you. She can watch someone kick someone's ass, and then she can just do the same thing.
Yeah.
Or and that doesn't have to just be ass kicking.
Yeah. So I think she's going to become a new regular. And what else have I been watching? I've been watching True Blood, which is okay this season. You been watching anything?
No, I've been watching that. Everything else I've been watching has been old stuff I'm watching on the Netflix. Oh no, I'm Breaking Bad. I'm watching Breaking Bad.
Still liking it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't watch.
I mean, right now I'm just hoping, it's all about Jesse and Mike for me right now. I need Jesse and Mike to make it out alive, and I need Walt to just die horribly. He is definitely gone from being a sympathetic character in the first season to he's just like he's become the big bad of the season.
Awesome.
I mean, I know there'll be another big bad, but he's just as bad. And Jesse is just like Jesse always does something that makes you like him, even though he's got his own issues.
Well, that's cool. I like when shows kind of flip the. I don't want to say flip the script because that's very not me. Yeah, when they flip things around and make you think differently about things, it's awesome.
Yeah, no, Breaking Bad's been very good this season. And everything else I've been watching is like a lot of catch up. Burn Notice. Did you ever watch Burn Notice?
I have. I know you like it because of Ash.
Yeah, I like Burn Notice. Season 6 or 5, one of the seasons, just hit the Netflix, so I've been watching that.
Cool.
I'm gearing up for Dexter. I got Dexter's coming.
Nice.
Soon. Winter's coming.
Yeah, I mean, now that the Olympics is over, some TV will come back to normal.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of other stuff that kind of paused for the Olympics. I don't remember what we were watching that stopped. Oh, Falling Skies. Falling Skies has been good.
You know, I'm a little behind on Falling Skies.
And I mean, and you had 2 weeks off because they're on the Olympics channels, or nothing new has been put on up against the Olympics.
So I might only be one episode behind then.
Yeah, there weren't any the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been good. I've been liking the new season. I think we actually talked about that last month because I think I mentioned that Jen has really been digging the first couple episodes.
Falling Skies.
All right, I think we're done.
Doctor Who will be back soon.
Yeah. It will. And
Before we're done, I just want to say that because I'm looking forward to that. That's what I'm definitely looking forward to.
Me too. New companion at the Christmas episode. Or at least they'll be going on the Christmas episode. Going, dying, we don't know what. I'm going to miss Amy Pond.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really wondering how they're going to get rid of them. I mean, it's like, it's a Weeping Angels episode.
Yes.
We know from the Weeping Angels' first appearance that when a Weeping Angel sends you back in time, it's really there's like no coming back from that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that they're going to be sent back in time.
Maybe.
And just like added the Doctor's just have to stay out of his life.
Yeah, maybe.
Because that's a lot better than watching them die again.
Oh yeah, that would be stout.
Especially for Rory.
Poor Rory. Rory's not even a real person anymore.
Well, he's real now that the universe got rebooted.
That's true.
Yeah, but he wasn't. For 2,000 years, he wasn't a real person. He's older than the Doctor.
Dude, he just kind of hung around that crypt forever.
Yeah.
I gotta make Jen watch those old episodes. I don't think she saw them. I think she started with maybe she saw those. No, you know what? No, I think she's only seen a season or 2. I don't think she saw the Pandorica episodes. That's the one where the universe rebooted, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think she saw that. I'm gonna go back to David Tennant and make her watch starting at David Tennant's first season. Eccleston, I don't think she won't be interested in because he's only around for 1 season, so I think maybe I'll skip it for her. Although, I don't know. Maybe we should start at the beginning with her.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's like, I'm trying to weigh it against, my love of Doctor Who. I mean, I would suggest you go out and get like season 1 from like 1963. However, I don't think she's gonna like that.
No, I don't think so either.
But there's that part of me that's like, go out and get that, Joe. You start there. You start with the first Doctor. You work your way forward. There's still seasons I haven't. Huge gaps.
Yeah.
In my Doctor Who because I'm not buying them, but I will watch them on Netflix. A bunch of these seasons are available there, but not all of them.
No, just some. So I think we're done.
I think we're done too.
Yeah, and good show.
Yeah,
good catching up. We won't be around next week, but we will be back on the 26th unless you have something going on the 26th.
It's the 20th. You know what? Maybe.
Because we're not.
I think I'd probably be done early. But the 26th is Jesse's birthday.
Okay.
And it's a couple of days before my mother's birthday. So.
Well, the 2nd is the day before Labor Day. I'm not available. So, the 2nd, I haven't going to.
But I'm pretty sure if we are doing something for Jesse's birthday or my mother's birthday, it's probably going to be done early enough. That, worst case scenario, I might start a little late that day.
Yeah.
But John, they got to work the next morning. They're old. They get up early. They got 4 kids. They don't stay up late. So
okay,
we'll talk about it.
Yeah. So you can find all our shows at nottheshow.com. Follow us on Twitter at Not The Show, Facebook.com/Not The Show. I am Ojoey on Twitter. He is Dharmabob on Twitter. We also have another podcast at Discordia19.com. Follow us on Twitter at Discordia19. No, at Discordia Joe, sorry. And Facebook.com/Discordia Joe. And Mondo does a music podcast at terminalsignal.net. And there may be other places you can find that besides there. Twitter, Facebook, iTunes.
iTunes, Facebook, Terminal Signal on Facebook. No separate Twitter account.
Cool.
So if you know, I'm using Dharma Bob for just about everything at this point.
Yeah, that's a daily show. He does some music every morning.
Yep, Monday through Friday.
Awesome. So that's it. We will talk to you soon. Not next week. We'll be back the week after. Everyone have a good night. You too, buddy.
You too.
Peace.